Good morning and welcome to World Eagle Television Networks, where we bring you timely news to your doorstep. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell notification so you can get further updates. We promise to bring you quality news to your doorstep. Today we'll be talking about sensitive topic. Of course, as it concerns a popular South African prophet, Prophet Bushiri. And we want to ask you, what do you really know about Prophet Bushiri's case? What do you really know? What has Prophet Bushiri got to say about this sensitive case that is making wave all over the world? A prophet who claimed to be a prophet of God, a millionaire prophet, of course, one of the most prominent and major prophets we have in Africa, if not the world, facing corruption charges as it borders on money laundering and other financial crime. Let's listen to Prophet Bushiri and what he has got to say. In a moment, we'll be right back.
Minister Bongo. He also referred me to Minister Bongo. He called the head of intelligence, his name was Fraser at that time, to hear my case. Not only that, I am told that there was General Matakata in South Africa who was informed of this issue. In 2018, when this thing was not being done, we went to the Inspector General of Intelligence as well to report this matter, that there are people who want money from me, and they're saying if I don't give them money, I will be arrested and they'll create so many cases against me. When these things were not being addressed, I thought of coming to Malawi in 2018 to involve human rights groups. And the human rights groups in Malawi wrote the South African Rights Commission, Human Rights Commission, where they addressed to them that the prophet in your country is going through a lot of injustices and threats. These threats continued to a level whereby in 2018 I had to, for the safety of my kids, send my kids back home to Malawi. And as I'm speaking to you, they've been here since 2018. At that time, one of my child was 4 years and one was 6. But because of the threats I was getting from these people in exchange of money and or arrests, I had to send my kids to Malawi, though they were very young. I had to send them to Malawi for safety reasons. As I've said, I informed a lot of agencies in South Africa, including the National Commission, the Minister, the IPD department that opened the case against them. The human rights groups in Malawi wrote the South African Human Rights Commission, and the South African Human Rights Commission also wrote the judge president of the Hawks, informing him, informing the office what I was going through. That is in 2018. Shockingly, in 2019, the same group of police officers I had opened cases against with IPID, they came to arrest me. I felt unfair and injustice because I have a case against them, and them to have a case against me, I thought they would excuse themselves from this case and have an independent group of investigating officers carry the case. But this did not happen. They arrested me and my wife over buying a private jet. They claim it was money laundering. And we were arrested for claims of money laundering. Of course, though, eventually in the court indictment, there was no money laundering. They attached my private jet on money laundering issues, even though eventually they have removed the money laundering case in the court indictment. And I wonder, why are they still holding my private jet if it was money laundering case that they were holding my private jet? Eventually they changed the case to contravention of foreign exchange, which according to me, the things they claimed applies to someone who is a South African citizen. I did not buy a private jet as a South African citizen. I was a foreigner at that time and did not hold any permanent residence in South Africa. As such, the act they mentioned did not apply to me as a foreigner who bought a private jet. More importantly, that I provided with the courts how I obtained the money and how I made the money. And having said that, these same police officers were still on me, and I had a lot of people coming to me to claim they've been sent by these 5 police officers, of which I have the evidences, and I presented the evidences before, even to the judge president of the Hawks. I also presented these evidences to say these people are making up cases against me, and all the and I presented the evidences before, even to the
Right, so there you go. Those are visuals as incoming, and that's the Prophet Shepherd Bushiri citing extortion as to why he had to flee from South Africa. However, he is a fugitive of justice, and he did break his bail conditions here in South Africa. He is in Malawi holding that press conference addressing numerous concerns, extortion being the main one. Right, we're going to go straight to Newlands.
Welcome back. Recorder Shepherd Bushiri and Mary Bushiri, the wife called Mary Bushiri, were arrested on October on charges of fraud, money laundering, and theft worth of 120 million rands. Enlightened Christian Gathering Church and self-proclaimed prophet Shepherd Bushiri made headlines this weekend, and of course, all through this year is being on Prophet Bushiri as it concerns South Africa. His statement that he and his wife has been arrested, and of course, following the allegations, and of course, seeing how the South African authorities were coming after him, fleeing for his life to his country, Malawi. Let us know if he can be extradited or he can be tried there. Or, of course, if there can also be a trial in absentia. Let us know what you think about this. Until we meet again to talk again on this, we promise to bring you further updates about Bushiri's case. Until we meet again to talk, we say shalom to you and your family, and life to you, please.